Have a 5-point lead as we start the second quarter of play, and Avon got off to a good start, Dan, and then had trouble finding the basket later in that first quarter.
Yeah, they had trouble finding the basket, and they couldn't get the transition defense organized, and they still don't. Great shot there.
Darian Michael banked it in.
Yeah,
three-pointer, his first points of the night, makes it a 2-point ball game.
There's another basket there in transition, although it was against the press by Rigdon.
And Rigdon now with 4 points. And it's now a 4-point lead, 17-13. Left side, Riley. Swinging around right side to Michael, who banked in that three just moments ago. Sarver has it top of the circle. And now Danville coming out in this 2-3 zone. First time we've seen him throw that look at the Avon Orioles.
They did it one of the last possessions of the half when Riley traveled. Riley's getting ready to get an offensive foul here if he gets the ball and takes it to the basket.
Sarver. Avon now going to pull it out a little bit. Jason Young, the head coach in his 5th year, yelling out instructions, and there Riley way off the mark from the right corner.
Yeah, you know, Scott, he looks agitated and frustrated. He shoved off earlier. You could see something bad was going to happen with him because of the look on his face.
Driving down the right side of the lane is Hall. And Hall off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Avon. We played 90 seconds here in the second quarter. Avon with the basketball down 4.
Back to man-to-man.
Griffin. Outside Riley. Riley in the lane. Puts it up in traffic. Nice move to the left hand, but missed the shot. Humphrey heads the other way. All the way to the basket. High off the glass. Missed the shot. And Michael will clear for Avon.
Yeah, once again in transition, they got to the rim.
Darian Michael out front. Tries to drive left side of the lane. Humphrey stops him. Now pull it out and try it again. And now a hand check going to be called against Michael Humphrey. It's a good job of running this ball club. Inbounds pass to Kendall Griffin, and he's going to be fouled as he.
The coach. These guys, there's no box. I love it. I would have coached from in front of the three-point line over there on the other end. It's great.
Second free throw is good. 17-15 the score.
Boy, they are really being physical with Travis Carroll, even when he's at the foul line.
Left side, Rigdon from long range. A little bit short, bounces off the back of the rim, and Rigdon will inbound. And fires it into Nick Phipps, who checked in to replace Humphrey and give him a well-deserved breather. Phipps has it on the right side. Lob pass down low for Carroll. Big guy's going to put it on the floor and spin away from the basket and get fouled.
Discipline and foul.
Foul on Aaron Childs, his first 6th team foul.
Watch how they're fronting Carroll, and they're getting help on the backside, and at times coming over to double team him. If they continue to do that, Carroll will find somebody under the basket for a layup.
Carroll hits 1 of 2. 3-point shot way off the mark for Darian Michael. And Brett Daub comes down with the rebound. Daub has it at the other end. Swinging right side to Phipps. Oh, Carroll really battling inside. Carroll 2 out of 4 from the line and misses the front of the 1-and-1 here, but somehow got his own rebound. Tries to throw it out as he was falling down and winds up turning it over. At the other end, quickly to Jake Harris, who puts it up and in and makes it a 1-point ball game.
Again, now for Danville, now they stood and watched as Jake Harris ran past him for the layup.
Rigdon. Phipps. And Rigdon out front. Avon man for man on defense. Lob pass inside to Carroll. May have pushed off a little bit, but has a nice job of grabbing that basketball and putting it up and in. He's got 6.
He did. He did push off a little bit, but Sarver was late getting over, and Coach Young has got to be crazy with him because the plan is to front Carroll and get help from the weak side, and Sarver was late.
Out front, Sarver. Doug Poland now in there, number 20, as both teams doing a lot of substituting here in the first half of play. Counting down to halfway through this opening quarter. Just over 4 minutes left to play in the first half. And it's 20-17. Right side, Sarver, nice crossover dribble, had the shot, and then threw up an air ball.
A little too much one-on-one there, didn't have any ball movement.
Rigdon from 18, off the mark. Forget with the rebound, Carroll knocks it away. The 2 go flying out of bounds. 20-17, Danville with a 3-point lead here at home, 3:50 to play. in the first half.
One thing you see is in the faces of these kids, this game means a lot to these kids. You can just tell by their expressions.
Well, it's not a conference game, but it's a county game, as the off-balance shot by Thomas is way off the mark. And so this is kind of for bragging rights more than anything else. They play in different classes. Avon is in 4A, Danville in 3A, so they won't see each other in the tournament. Shot inside the three-point line for Humphrey is short. Thomas comes out of there with the rebound. Kind of one of those neighborhood brawls, if you will.
Exactly.
And a turnover for the Avon Orioles. Humphrey up in a hurry. Nice spin in the lane. May have walked. Not called. Gets it out to Dowd. Humphrey gets his pocket picked by Thomas. Here comes Desmond Thomas. Burgett, 18-footer. The big guy from outside is off the mark. And right now, a lot of action, a flurry of action up and down the floor, but the team's not accomplishing a whole lot.
You know, I was just thinking this game's going really fast. Nothing's happening. It's almost like we're on a treadmill here. We're just going and going, but nothing's getting done.
Lob
Again,
pass
the weak
down
side
low to
helps.
Carroll, puts it up and scores, and he'll get a chance to make it a three-point play from the line. Trying to make it a 6-point lead. Carroll from the line, and he hits.
Yeah, you can see Coach Young here. He was really after Thomas to get over there quicker. If you're going to front a player, you better have weak side help, particularly when Carroll, in this case, is so much taller than the guy that's fronting him.
Thomas looking inside for Harris. Now Harris will pop out on the wing to get it. Gives in the lane to Griffin. And it comes back out front to Darian Michael. Harris in the corner. Thomas inside to Harris. Couldn't handle the pass, is able to pick it up. Michael now going to drive to the lane, gets up in a hurry, and is going to be fouled. A little bit of a late whistle there.
The third in the first half.
Darian Michael's free throw is good.
The lead with Carroll on the bench.
Free throw is off the mark. Dowd with the rebound.
I'd be surprised if they shot too quick here. I got to think they're going to take a little time on this possession.
Humphrey dribbles all the way around to the left side. Out to Dowd. See if Avon now with Carroll out of there may turn up the pressure a little bit defensively. Not have to worry about Carroll. Phipps underneath. And bring it out front now. Kyle Mackey.
Yeah, they're not looking to score. This is their delay game where they're trying to drive it from the wing, get to the basket. If not, they're just going to hang on to it for a little bit.
Minute 20 to play, first half. Danville's basketball and a 5-point lead for the Warriors. And a reach-in foul going to be called against Desmond Thomas. Now back into the contest. Free throw is up, and it is off the mark for Michael Humphrey, who had been perfect this season, 4 of 4 until that miss.
That was a great foul by Thomas. They got the ball back. What the heck?
Where do you as coaches learn to do that?
I don't know.
No. Oh, that was a great play.
What are you doing? Great shot.
Inside a minute now left. Michael. Avon's got to get a good shot here. They can go down up by, or just down by 3, but they turn it over. Humphrey to the other end, and it's a 7-point lead now.
A really good play. They got Avon looks right now on that last possession. They looked a little unorganized, unsure of themselves. When Sarver has the ball, they seem to be much more comfortable. Here he goes.
And Sarver is going to get the basket and the foul. He's just a 30% free thrower, and this one is halfway down, bounces out. Rebound pulled down by Griffin, and Avon's going to get a second chance this time down the floor. 25 seconds to play, and a palming the basketball call on Juan Sarver.
First off, Danville has to keep the ball, not lose it, which is iffy at best right now. Next thing you know, if they score here, really to start the second half, it puts Avon in a pretty nice hole, given away the lack of scoring in this game, Scott.
Well, they were up by 6 or 7 when the big guy Carroll went to the bench. 4 seconds. Baseline, jump shot by Dowd. No, rebound pulled out of there and thrown the other direction. It would not count even if it had gone. And so our halftime score is 25-20. The Danville Warriors with a 5-point lead.